Let's talk about something really useful, conjugation. In this lesson, we're going to dedicate our time to talking about regular AR verbs in the present tense. Let's quickly review the subject pronouns since these are so important in conjugating. First person singular, I in English, yo. Second person singular, you in English, tú. That's the informal. Second person singular, you in English. The formal is usted. Third person singular, he in English, él. She in English, ella. The plurals, we would be nosotros or nosotras. In Spain, you all would be vosotros o vosotras. The formal form in Spain of you all is ustedes. Ustedes is used as the you all throughout Latin America, where vosotros is not readily used. The third person plural, ellos or ellas, which means they. Ellos if there are any men, and ellas if there are only women. In order to understand conjugation, we're going to find the stem. Just like with the flower, there's a stem and there's the tip of the flower. We are going to cut off the tip of the flower. So finding the stem, we cut off the tip of the flower. Let's put it in its practical sense. Let's use the verb necesitar. That means to need. Necesitar. Necesitar. To need. The first thing we need to do is to find the stem. So let's cut off the flower, the AR part of the verb. Now we have the stem. The stem is the verb without the ending, without the AR. Let's look at the singular conjugations of the verb. To conjugate the verb in the singular form, we'll take the pronoun and take the stem that we just created and add some endings. For yo, I, it would be necesito. For tú, you, necesitas. For usted, you, formal, necesita. For él, he, necesita. Ella, she, necesita. Notice that the usted, él, and ella forms are all the same ending, necesita. Let's look at an example. Yo necesito una Coca-Cola. I need a Coke. One interesting thing is, because the ending changes, the pronoun is included in the ending. Therefore, we don't even need the yo. We can simply say, necesito una Coca-Cola. I need a Coke. Tú necesitas dos Coca-Colas. You need two Coca-Colas. Because the ending indicates the pronoun, or to whom you're speaking, in this case, tú, you need two Coca-Colas. I don't even need the pronoun. Let's get rid of it. Necesitas dos Coca-Colas. You need two Coca-Colas. Both are certainly true. Tú necesitas dos Coca-Colas makes just as much sense as necesitas dos Coca-Colas, and both are right. Ella necesita una Coca-Cola. I'm not going to take away ella here. Why? Because I might be talking about él if I just said necesita una Coca-Cola, or I might even be talking about usted necesita una Coca-Cola. So in order to clarify that she is the one that needs a Coke, I'm going to keep the ella. Ella necesita una Coca-Cola. Let's look at the plurals. Nosotros, we. Let's take the stem and add the amos ending. Nosotros necesitamos. Ustedes, you all, necesitan. Ellos, they, necesitan. Ellas, they, feminine, necesitan. I'm not going to talk about vosotros here, since it's only used in Spain. Let's look at an example. Nosotros necesitamos una Coca-Cola. We need a Coke. Once again, the pronoun is included in the conjugated verb, so I don't even need it. Necesitamos una Coca-Cola. We need a Coca-Cola. Ellos necesitan una Coca-Cola. They need a Coke. Now, I may be talking about they, two men, or they, two women, or ustedes, you all, necesitan una Coca-Cola, if I just had the verb necesitan. So I'm not going to take away the pronoun. Now, if I'd been talking about the people already, I could take away the pronoun, and it would make sense. But since I haven't been, I'm just going to keep the pronoun. Really, with the picture, it's clear that it's talking about two men. Necesitan una Coca-Cola. Let's review. Necesitar, to need. This is our example of an AR verb, a regular AR verb. Yo necesito, I need. Tú necesitas, you need, familiar. Él necesita, he needs. Ella necesita, she needs. Usted necesita, you, formal, need. Nosotros necesitamos, we need. Nosotras necesitamos, we need. Ellos necesitan, they need. Ellas necesitan, if they're female, they need. Ustedes necesitan, you all need. Let's look at 3 more verbs. These are regular AR verbs, and they act the same way as necesitar. They are regular in the present tense. Estudiar, to study. Estudiar, to study. Trabajar, to work. Trabajar, to work. Hablar, to speak or talk. Hablar, to speak or talk. Hablar. Let us say someone asks us the question, ¿Estudias mucho? Do you study a lot? Let's look at this verb. Here's the formula. Estudiar minus the AR. That leaves us with estudi plus the ending for tu, estudias. So estudiar minus AR plus AS equals estudias. You study. In this case, it's a question. ¿Estudias mucho? You study much? Do you study a lot? And the answer, of course, I study a lot. Sí estudio mucho. Yes, I study a lot. Let's look at the formula. Oh, it's estudiar minus the AR plus the yo ending, which is o, equals estudio. Estudio mucho. I study a lot. What if someone asks you the question, Juan trabaja mucho? Does John work a lot? What's the formula? Trabajar minus the AR plus the A ending. Trabaja. This acts the same way as estudiar, acts the same way as necesitar. ¿Trabaja mucho? Of course he does. Sí, trabaja mucho. Let's look at the formula. It's trabajar minus AR plus the A ending. Trabaja mucho. That's for the él. Notice the question, Juan trabaja mucho? Is in the same form as the answer. Sí, trabaja mucho. Notice again, I didn't have to put él because I was talking about Juan. It was already known. Does he work a lot? Sí, trabaja mucho. ¿El Sr. McMaine habla español? Hablar minus the AR plus the el ending, which is a. Habla. Does he speak Spanish? Sí, él habla español. Yes, he speaks Spanish. Same formula. Hablar minus AR plus the ending for él, which is a. Habla español. I wouldn't have to put the pronoun. I could have just said sí habla español, but I decided to put the pronoun anyway. habla español. Let's review the endings for AR verbs that are regular in the present tense. Yo, the ending is O. Tú, has. Usted, él, and ella, a. Nosotros, hamos. Ustedes, ellos, ellas, han. Let's look at the examples we learned about. Necesitar, to need. Yo necesito, I need. Tú necesitas, you need. Usted necesita, you need. Él necesita, he needs. Ella necesita, she needs. Nosotros necesitamos, we need. Ustedes necesitan, you all need. Ellos necesitan, they need. And ellas necesitan, they need. Estudiar, to study. Yo estudio, I study. Tú estudias, you study. Usted estudia, you study. Él estudia, he studies. Ella estudia, she studies. Nosotros estudiamos, we study. Ustedes estudian, you all study. Ellos estudian, ellas estudian, they study. Hablar, to speak or to talk. Yo hablo, I speak. Tú hablas, you speak. Usted habla, you speak. Él habla, he speaks. Ella habla, she speaks. Nosotros hablamos, we speak. Ustedes hablan, you all speak. Ellos, ellas hablan, they speak.